Alright guys, we're back at the beach on the step project we left off a couple months ago. I had this temporary support in, and I jacked this up level where the gap at the top of the steps where it meets the top riser is even. So that's how much we were sagged. So I figure out a way to support this because there's really nothing supporting it up here. So this old siding's unfortunately sandwiched under there. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that at this point. But to add support, I think I'm going to take this 2x4 out, shorten all these rails, and put a 4x4 in that can be bolted, lagged into this post and into the steps here and help support it. And as part of this, I think it's pulled away from the house a little bit. Look at the level, as you can see it. I mean, it's not horrible, but it could stand to come back a little bit to get it even. So I think I'm going to try to pull it with a come along, see if it actually moves any. So we'll bring you back for that. Alright, I got this thing pulled back all it's going to pull back. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all these nails and I've already cut that one actually. I guess I cut all of them, other than the top one. Get these out of the way from down there, and then try to get this piece off. Still got this bottom piece right here, and then we'll work on trying to get this 2x4 out of here so we can replace that with the 4x4, and then we'll shorten all these railings and kind of cut a groove or notch, or I guess a gigantic rabbet in the side of the 4x4 we'll put up here, and that will attach these better. So let me go ahead and chop the rest of these out. I should have checked my battery condition before we started, but anyway, we'll get these out of here. And it doesn't look like there's actually much holding that 2x4 on anyway, so we'll bring you back and we got that thing off there. Got all the rails off. I thought I'd bring you back to show you this. So there really wasn't much holding that thing on there. Just a bunch of rusty nails and some spaced out siding and plywood, I guess. Flashing. Alright, so there we go. Nice and rotted. Alright, so I guess I'll try to dig some of that crap off there and see what we can do with this. I can't do too much here because this is some kind of fiberglass coating they put on all this that I really can't match back, so we will dig some of this out of here and make a plan going forward. Okay, I got the 4x4 kind of trimmed up. It'll sit up there looking at the top of the steps like this. The top rail will come up. Make sure you can see that. Top rail comes up here and then the railing will get let in here. So I'm gonna take out this area here and here. We're gonna cut a, I guess it would be a rabbet. Then the handrail sides will fit in like so. So that's the plan. So I'm going to take 2 inches out there. Have the table saw set to right at 2 inches, which is what that mark is. Although here I'm looking more like 1.5 inches, so I'm gonna set it with the mark. So I know that fit right there. Just lower the blade to that amount. Then we're gonna come off the fence 1.5 inches. And we'll rip that mark. And what I need to do though is I need to stop, because I don't want to. Need to stop down here because I don't want to take this off. So I need to stop in this vicinity. So I'm going to hold that up to the mark, and I'll go ahead and just make a mark on the top of the fence. Alright, here goes. Okay, there's that part. Now I need to reset the fence, and we'll cut it on this side. I always like to lower the blade so nothing gets into it. Okay, so that piece is free right there. So I'm going to come in here with a back saw and try to get that piece out of there. No sense in boring you with that though. Alright, I got that cut out and broke that piece out of here, and then kind of chiseled out the remnants. I'm a little gun shy of chisels because I put one through my thumb. There's a pretty good scar there, but anyway. And this was new a couple years ago. I guess this is the downside of being like 100 yards from the ocean. Anything that can rust will, even though it's in like a locked tool shed. So anyway, there's that. That cleaned up pretty well. Of course, this thing is soaking wet. This thing probably weighs like 50 pounds. But I think we're going to call it for today because it's getting cold. So we will come back tomorrow and continue on this project. Alright, it's the next day. Got this piece of wood cut out, finished, attached up here with 2 bolts. I put these on the inside of this rabbet because I only had 4-inch bolts. And I've marked where the railing should end up. So we'll see how well my measurements were. I went to get washers this morning and they actually had 6-inch bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and put the next 2 all the way through. So I'm going to drill this one right here. And it's 3/8 pilot bit. Driver, so we're going to have to do this old school way. And these are stainless steel lag bolts. If there's one place you need stainless steel fasteners, it is here. I'll show you in a little bit what carbon steel fasteners and what happens to them in the salt air. So, see all the pressure treating goo come out of there. So now I've got one more hole to do down here. I'll go ahead and do that off camera.